Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I know it's been a hot minute since we looked at this apartment. For those of you who don't know, this is my Holocaust educational project I've been working on based on my grandfather's life. And, I've been working on this for about 2 years. It's been about 6 months since I had an update. A lot's happened in that 6 months. I moved and a couple other things, but realistically, I got this photo here. This is a restored version of a photo. The little boy in the center is my grandfather. And this was taken about maybe 2 years before the events of Kristallnacht, we think. But with this photo, it allowed me to go ahead and start rebuilding parts of the apartment now, to go ahead and more closely match what was in that photo. Now, I was able to go ahead and find floor plans for apartments that were in the same vicinity as his because they go up for sale, and the apartments themselves haven't really changed that much. So this is now more based on the way his apartment would more likely look than the way it used to be. We still have a lot of the buildings on the outside that you can see some of them in some of the other rooms. This would have been my great grandparents' room. I'm going to take the doors off these stoves so that way the light comes from inside. But right now we don't have that done yet. But we've got some of the rugs down. We've got more furniture in here. We have his bike here because he did ride his bike everywhere during that day. And then we had this like almost galley kitchen, which is the same parts as the before, but now we have it more in like what you would see in a apartment very close to the Jordan Goss during the Holocaust. He did not actually live in the Jordan Goss, which, if you're unfamiliar, it was what we now consider almost in some ways a negative word, a ghetto. The Jewish ghetto was in that area, and he lived right outside of where that used to be. The walls had already fallen by that point, many years before. It had nothing to do with the Holocaust. So the Jewish section of the town had kind of expanded out more. So, but anyway, regardless of that, we have this area now, which would have been right on the outside of it. So, but yeah, this would have been his bed here, probably, and his sister's bed, who had already left by that point, my Aunt Helen. Here's where he'll have his pens, which will be really important. If you already knew my grandfather and heard that story, you probably already know about them. And again, we have, the living room here, slash dining room here. No TV because they didn't have TV back then. These boxes won't actually be there. I just had them here because I have them, and sometimes it's fun to put things in stuff, so it's not so depressing. But yeah, we still have a lot of work left to do. I haven't really got a chance to work much on the city itself. My next big thing is probably going to be retexturing the bakery, and then starting to work on the area he was held after he was captured, and obviously the characters themselves. So, but we're coming along nicely. A lot. It's still working really nice. It's coming along. We're making progress. My tentative release date, I'm hoping, will be the anniversary of Kristallnacht in 2025. So, 13 months from now. I'm not going to rush this out if we don't get it done by then. I want it to be right, not fast. But I'm hoping to have it done by then. So, I do need to find out, though, if the zoo... I think the zoo might still have been there, which would be in this area here. But I don't know. So, a lot of research to do. So... thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below.